All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today we're going to be talking about a new stock that I want to potentially put into my dividend portfolio, my high yield dividend portfolio. We have an account with roughly $16,000, which mainly consists of YMAX investments. You can see here I have 591 shares, YMAX investments. More like YMAX itself, we have $10,200 invested into YMAX. And what I'm looking to do is for this position, potentially add another position that's different from YMAX, just to give myself a little bit more diversification. Cool. Look, it'd be cool if I could find a fund outside of Yieldmax, but potentially I'm looking at adding ULTY, and I want to explain exactly why within this video. What I've done for you guys as well, this is the stock that I'm potentially looking to buy. I have all of the underlying holdings of ULTY. What I've done here is basically I've downloaded the chart for ULTY, basically stating, okay, what exactly does ULTY hold? Because it's not a fund of funds. It's not like YMAX. YMAX holds all the Yieldmax funds, but you can see that here, which includes all these GOY, NFLY, DISO, all the Yieldmax funds. But ULTY does something different. It writes synthetic covered calls on underlying stocks such as Coin, you have Enphase, and the list goes on. In downloading these holdings, I also, not only did I highlight the tickers, but I also highlighted the weight of each kind of stock within ULTY, just so that you guys can see exactly what percents make up ULTY. And throughout this video, the majority of this video, I want to talk about the stock price history of ULTY compared with its underlying stocks. And I want to talk about whether I see opportunity here, whether it's something that I'm going to be avoiding. This is where I'm really going to determine whether or not I want to invest in ULTY. So if you guys do enjoy this video, to 5,534 subscribers, 140 subscribers in the last 28 days, growing subscribers every single day. And as I always mention, please remember to sign up for your Questrade account if you're interested, using the referral code that's down in the description of this video. That'll give you $50 just for signing up. If you want $50, you can take it right out of the account after you sign up, but make sure you go do that down below if you're interested. Cool. Now let's get into the video. So I hold YMAX, looking for a new fund. YMAX currently paying a 61.55% dividend. ULTY bumping it up to almost double that at 114%. This is going to be a huge income play for my portfolio. Currently, I can expect about $300 a month from YMAX. And now that they're paying weekly dividends, you can see their dividend percentage has increased. About $300 to $400 every single month I can expect from YMAX. But I'm looking to put my money into another position, and I chose potentially ULTY. And in this video, we're going to go over that. So from the max price chart history, you can see inception was about March 1st, 2024. You can see they started at $20. They're currently sitting at $10.22. That's a decline of 50%. But in that time period, let's look over the dividends that they've paid out. You can see here, if we find their dividends, cool, going all the way back to March, they've paid out $1, $1.40, $1.20, $13, $99, $78. So really, they're probably right at that $20 marker where they started the year at. So what we need to see from ULTY, not only do we need to see some more capital appreciation, because this has pretty much been straight down, but we need to see the dividends and the capital appreciation outweigh the current IPO price, which was $20. So you can see here the stock went down 50%. But the dividends, they kind of made up for that, but we don't want something that just makes up for it. We want something that's going to put us in a positive return. YMAX, for example, you can see here, actually produced about a 14% cumulative return since inception. So that's pretty good. And I'm a holder of YMAX. You can see here that the share price is a bit more stable going back to the year. You can see incepted January 15th. It's only gone from a $20 stock to a $17.29 stock, and paid out some pretty huge dividends along the way as well. If I can find that right here. Beautiful. But what we're going to talk about today is ULTY. So let's jump into some of their underlying holdings. And what I've done is I've actually put up the 6-month kind of price chart history for each of these underlying stocks. And the reason being is because in the past, from roughly the start of August to about September 17th, you could see here ULTY remain flat. And I want to see how the underlying holdings performed, because if ULTY can remain flat, that means that we're going to be collecting 114% dividends while our stock price remains the same. That would be the best case scenario. Is it going to happen? Potentially not, but let's find out. So, coin. In the past year, I know coin has kind of been up and down. You can see it hit a high of $242 and is right currently down at $163. I like where coin's at. I think that it can potentially be a lot higher valuation of a stock. And so in terms of ULTY, I like where coin's at, one of their underlying holdings. And I can go over all of them. These are the underlying holdings. We have ASTS, CLMT. We have their weightings here, but I have them all up. So we're going to go through those. So next we have ENPH, which is Enphase Energy. You could see here in their 6-month, I kind of like where they're at. They're kind of trending about this marker between $97 and it looks like about $123. I think now would be a decent time to kind of get in on this because you could see a slight uptrend in their support levels, which potentially means that they're trending they are trending slightly upwards, but we need to see a break in this. If we see a break in this, we're going to see some great price reaction from ULTY. Next, we have Drexen Daily, S&P 500, Biotech, both 3-time shares. You're going to notice that some of these ULTY stocks and ETFs, they can be potentially very volatile. Whenever you're looking at a 3-times shares, you're looking at a leveraged fund, a leveraged stock. So you could see here the long-term chart is bullish on this. When we zoom out to the max, this kind of looks a little bit crazy going back to the past. Let's go to the 1 year here. We could see that it's been in a slight uptrend over the past 6 months. It's kind of been in a slight uptrend, kind of unsure what it wants to do here. And in the past month, we've seen a decline. I like this decline back to the support level about 117. And the reason I'm saying this is because when a price usually hits support, there's generally a little bit of a rebound. And we could see that once again, rebound in ULTY. So currently Coinbase, Enphase, and this Drexen Daily Biotech Bull 3 times. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing for ULTY as a buy. Now we're jumping to the next one, ticker symbol MARA, which is Mara Holdings Inc. Once again, I don't know what any of these underlying stocks do. All I'm invested in is the price return. So I'm looking at the charts and I'm determining, okay, where do I think it could be in a couple months or in potentially a year. See here that Mara has kind of trended sideways for the past year. The past 6 months, it's gone up to about $26. That's a good sign showing that the stock has some hype, but you can see that that was very short-lived and it's dropped down below its kind of 6 months average here. So that's something potentially to keep in mind. We have MSTR, which has gone on a pretty decent bull run. That has probably contributed a little bit to the, let's say, the stable action of ULTY over the past couple months. Going into the next one, we have Novavax, and you could see here there's periods of extreme volatility where the price just jumps sporadically from prices as low as $25, could be $14, all the way up to as high as $250. So this is potentially one that could work very well for ULTY, but it's one that Yieldmax will have to hold for a while. NVDA, no surprise, NVIDIA over the past year has done very well. This is probably a great holding for ULTY. Will it continue to be? We're not sure. It's already at a $3 trillion market cap. So this one could have potentially reached its peak for the current time being, but there's a lot of resistance up here. Going to the next one, we have Redfin Corporation, RDFN. Currently, I like their stock price chart. They do have a pretty bullish pattern going on. They are higher than kind of their average here. But over the past 5 years, we see here that there's a potential to break out. We've seen this actually in Clip. Clip was one of the stocks we held in our other portfolio, one that I showcase a lot on my channel. But Clip recently had a breakout, and when we look at Redfin, we're seeing a kind of similar pattern here where they could potentially have a breakout. They're at this $14 level here. There's previous resistance. It looks like it hit that $14 level. If we could rebound up, that is going to be fantastic for ULTY if it breaks through there. Now going to the next, we have Sunrun, ticker symbol RUN. I'm a runner. I like to run. Let's do it. I like to run these numbers up. So you could see here, over the past year, they've been in a bullish uptrend. Currently, I'm really liking where a lot of these stocks are for ULTY, and that's exactly what you need to see. I want to see a lot of them going on bull runs or potential bull runs or having a lot of bullish momentum or in a great position to be bullish, because I want to buy ULTY and I want the price to remain the same or potentially appreciate while paying me these 114% dividend. All right, now last but not least, I guess that's really it. We have, okay, never mind. We have Tina, the Drexen Daily Small Cap Bull 3x shares. Once again, this is a leveraged 3x ETF or stock. I'm not necessarily sure, but we can see here that over the past 6 months, it's performed relatively about a stable marker. And we can see here it's slightly in a bullish trend. We look at the past 5 years, steep drop from where it currently once was at roughly about $100. There's a potential 200% makeup that there could be here. We look at the long-term chart, and it looks like it's trading a little bit below its average. So all in all, I do like where ULTY is currently set up with all these underlying stocks that it does hold. Once again, ULTY, basically what it is they're looking to hold about 15 to 30 different stocks, which they will use to write synthetic covered calls on. It is actively managed as all Yieldmax funds are, and you can see here typically select between 15 and 30 underlying securities, primarily based on such securities implied volatility levels. Basically, they're looking for big bull runs or big movement within these underlying stocks, which will get them their premiums so that they can continue to pay out these 114% dividends. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please do remember to subscribe. We're up to 5,534 subscribers. I wanted to make this video just to kind of showcase ULTY, why I potentially might be buying it. It's because, look, it's at a decent price point for the current time being. Do I think it's going to potentially continue to trend down? Yes. Could there potentially be a stock split? Yes, because the price is getting pretty low. And as they continue to pay out these high dividends, there is a likelihood that they do a stock split, which I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. But hopefully these underlying stocks can, with a lot of their bullish potential, can help to push ULT's price point in the right direction and potentially make it a decently positive return. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it opened up your eyes to ULTY. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and please do take care, and I will see you guys then.